Of the Olympic sports, many think track and field, swimming, archery, weightlifting, and wrestling. Wrestling is one of mankind's first sports. To wrestle is no easy feat. Some of the biggest names in the history of wrestling, such as Alexander Karelin, Dan Gable, the Brands brothers, John Smith, and more, they carry a lot of weight in the wrestling community. You can almost ask any wrestler about these names, and they'll be able to tell you what they have done. Along with those names is Dave Schultz. Dave Schultz, he was an international wrestler that was not as big of a name as Alexander Karelin, Dan Gable, Brands brothers, John Smith, but he was known for his technique and hard work ethic to push himself into his international career. As all these wrestlers that I mentioned, they're the face of international wrestling. Dave Schultz stands out amongst his peers. For over a decade, he would become one of the most dominant wrestlers to ever step foot on the mat. As a three-time NCAA All-American, he would focus on freestyle wrestling to separate from the rest of his peers. Freestyle wrestling is an international style of wrestling. He would have to adapt and beat wrestlers from all around the world instead of just the NCAA. A member of Team Foxcatcher, a famous Olympic-level training facility, he would win a total of 10 national senior championships, 6 world medals, a world championship in 1983, and Olympic gold in 1984. Dave Schultz continues to contribute to the development of athletes by coaching Team Foxcatcher firsthand. With over 20 athletes in his training facility, he would coach over 15 more world championships and Olympic competitions. As the wrestling community, we pay tribute to Dave Schultz by annually holding one of the toughest tournaments in the country in his honor. He has been inducted into the Wrestling Hall of Fame, and his name and techniques will continue to make the United States wrestlers become some of the best wrestlers in the world. Dave Schultz is one of the best wrestlers America has ever produced. And outside of wrestling, he was an even better father and husband. His life will be remembered forever on and off the Olympic and world stage. You will be missed dearly. Thank you, Dave Schultz.